Jai Shri Ram. Critical thinking, knowledge, skills, and attitudes. This is a self evaluation activity. Do not just pass by without reading it. Hmm? For each of the following statements, rate your responses as outlined below. Note that strongly disagree carries no score. So, strongly disagree 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hmm? Now, I feel comfortable pointing out potential weaknesses in the works of experts. Yes or no? I can remain focused on the exact requirements of an activity. I know the different meanings of the word argument in critical thinking. Now, the word argument means opinion, somebody's opinion. That's all, nothing more than that. There's no need to fight and abuse, okay? I can analyze the structure of an argument. Yeah? Yes. What are the premises? What is the evidence the person is putting forward? And what is the conclusion he is drawing based on that? And whether that conclusion is logically making sense or is it simply a jump? Is he taking a jump to something which is a non sequitur? non-sequitur. Non sequitur means something that does not logically follow. Corollary means something that logically follows. I can offer criticism without feeling this makes me a bad person. Yeah, that's a very important quality. Very often we don't criticize because we feel maybe somebody will be offended or maybe people will have a bad opinion of me. I think it is high time you get over this and be assertive very politely. Perhaps you can ask, can I say something? And please don't get offended because these are honest questions. You can preface your questioning with that. But do never say sorry. Never say sorry. There's no need to say sorry, especially when you are asking a question. And okay, I can analyze. I know what is meant by a line of reasoning. Yeah, that phrase, line of reasoning. Line of reasoning. How is it proceeding from one to another? I'm aware of how my current beliefs might prejudice fair consideration of an issue. Yes, that's equally important. But yeah, think about it. I don't want to dwell too much on this now. I am patient identifying the line of reasoning in an argument. So don't try to complete people's sentences. Let them talk, which is very annoying. People do this all the time. Even before you complete the sentences, they complete your sentences and it becomes very irritating. Don't do that. Be a good listener. I am good at recognizing the signals used to indicate stages in an argument. Okay. I find it easy to separate key points from other material. Yeah, extraneous stuff. What about red herrings, distractions? I am very patient in going over the facts in order to reach an accurate view. Yes, you should keep taking notes. Keep a paper pen ready always. I'm good at identifying unfair techniques used to persuade readers. Yes, there are so many fallacies, logical fallacies. Please read up on logical fallacies. Dangerous speakers, sophist. A sophist is a person who is a master rhetorician and who is good at rhetoric and who will convince anybody on anything because he is such a sweet talker. So that is called sophistry, casuistry, specious argument, which means false but convincing reasoning. Sophistry, casuistry, casuistry, specious argument, specious reasoning, false but convincing. Some examples I can give you which may offend you right now, but I don't care. See, people believe in astrology and Vastu. I don't believe in them. I just believe that Krishna is there, and if God will protect. If you believe in God, why would God not protect a good man? So I don't bother about all this. And they will tell you so many things that at the end you will be convinced. People wear lucky charms and all that. Superstitions, simply superstitions. But if it is a cheap lucky charm for 5-10 rupees and it gives you some confidence, I think then it's okay. As long as you are not spending too much money. So you must be ready, good at identifying unfair techniques used to persuade readers. So there are a lot of logical fallacies people use, okay? Slippery slope, straw man, and so many other things. Logical fallacies. Do some reading on that. I'm good at reading between the lines. Yes. The subtext, 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 something unstated but implied. That is also important. I find it easy to evaluate the evidence to support a point of view. Yes. In fact, you must see if the evidence can actually be used to support the exact opposite position of what the person is trying to put forward. Sometimes the foolish people, foolish arguers, they will bring evidence with them with which we can hit them. Okay? So use their evidence against them. I usually pay attention to small details. Yes, small details are very important. Please jot down. If possible, always record the conversations also. Keep your voice recorder on. Huh? Remember, I have already faced so many situations, so many backstabbings, such a lot of treachery in life. So if you can do this right now when you are young, you will be spared a lot of misery, because don't trust anybody. Only parents perhaps you can trust. And what do you call, my slogan is respect all, suspect all. Respect all, suspect all. Okay, next one. I find it easy to evaluate the evidence to support a point of view. I usually pay attention to the small details. I find it easy to weigh up different points of view fairly. I'm not sure about something. If I'm not sure about something, I will research to find out more. That should be a habit you should form. Research is a state of mind, by the way. I can present my own argument clearly. Can you? I understand how to structure an argument. Yes, do you? I can tell descriptive writing from analytical writing. Yes, there's a big difference. I can spot inconsistencies in an argument easily. I'm good at identifying patterns. You see, people stick to their own pet theories, pet peeves, and all that. I'm aware of how my own upbringing might prejudice fair consideration of an issue. Usually, people are not aware of that. I know how to evaluate source materials. That's a very general statement. I understand why ambiguous language is often used in research papers. Yes, ambiguous language is a sign that the person is not sure of what he is saying. There is no certainty. So these are all very useful. I hope you enjoyed listening to me. So there are areas which I think all of us have to work. Okay. Jai Shri Ram. Interpreting the score. You can read that. The lower the score, the more likely you are in need to develop your critical thinking skills. Okay, good. So I think you can mark out some things like line of reasoning. What does that mean? Do some research on that. How to evaluate the evidence. That also you should. What is the structure of an argument? What is the difference between descriptive writing and analytical writing? Please do this research on your own, because you are just stepping into your career. Otherwise, later in your life, if you don't develop these skills now, you will face a lot of problems. Let me tell you, the quality of your life depends on the quality of decisions that you take, and the quality of the decisions that you take depends on your ability to exercise critical thinking on everything, every decision that you take. So much so that you should actually train yourself on critical thinking to such an extent that it becomes your second nature. That means you can intuitively know what is right. Right? So that is also possible if you study Bhagavad Gita. Okay, that is the reason you should study Bhagavad Gita. Jai Shri Ram.